Define success on your terms. To achieve success, you can't simply follow a roadmap. You have to program the GPS yourself. Think about it. Allowing other people to define your success is like setting off on a road trip where someone else has picked your destination. Take a moment and intentionally define what success might look and feel like for you. Here's how you can uncover your personal conception of success. Begin by cultivating self-awareness. Delve into your personality and past experiences and ask questions like, what does success look like to me? And what truly energizes or depletes me? These inquiries are vital because they unearth your unique aspirations and desires. Next, merge your professional and personal goals into a long-term vision of success. This holistic approach acknowledges that life is more than just a paycheck and a title. For instance, you might aspire to reach the pinnacle of your career while also nurturing a loving, happy home for your children. It's about prioritizing personal needs alongside professional ones, recognizing that these priorities may shift at different life stages. Defining your long-term success also involves picturing where you want to be in 5 years. This serves as a roadmap, providing direction and motivation. Simultaneously, it's essential to outline short-term definitions of success. These tangible, actionable steps bridge the gap between your current reality and your long-term vision. What milestones will mark your progress along the way? Set aside a dedicated weekly time for reflection and celebration. This practice helps solidify a success-oriented mindset. It's about acknowledging the hurdles you've overcome, the lessons you've learned, and the milestones you've achieved. In celebrating your achievements, you're reinforcing your self-belief and nurturing your motivation to keep moving forward. For inspiration, look to the story of Verna Myers. Myers is the Vice President of Inclusion Strategy at Netflix. Prior to that, the star Harvard grad worked at a prestigious law firm. Despite her high-status legal career and impressive salary, she felt unfulfilled. Her journey took a turn when she chose to follow her passion for diversity and inclusion. She ventured into her consultancy in this field, a bold move that ultimately led to an enticing offer from Netflix, which even allowed her to retain her own consultancy alongside her leadership position at Netflix. Verna's story illustrates that success isn't just about prestige and a hefty paycheck. It's about aligning with your true calling, even if it means taking a leap into the unknown. Allocate your most precious resource with intention. Your attention is a valuable yet limited resource, so you need to make sure you're allocating it effectively and investing it for maximum returns. The key word here? Priorities. Just ask Johanna Maska, the White House Director of Press Advance for President Barack Obama. Maska came into Obama's team when he was still a senator from Illinois. In the space of a few short months, she found herself working on a presidential campaign, then organizing a presidential inauguration, until finally she was one of the most senior aides to the President of the United States of America. Working as part of his scheduling and advance department, Maska was in charge of allocating the president's most valuable resource, his attention. Obama's schedule was not only incredibly full, each day new conflicts and concerns arose that also needed to be addressed. How did Maska decide which people and problems made the cut? She swears by trusting your judgment, even under pressure, and cultivating a deep understanding of the context you're working within. But above all else, navigating by your North Star priorities. In Maska's case, anytime she had to make a quick call, she'd come back to her number one priority and ask, what would the American people want the president to pay attention to? So how can you learn to allocate your attention just as efficiently and productively? Here are 5 simple strategies. First off, structure your day with purpose. Are your days a constant battle with an ever-expanding to-do list? Do you often feel overwhelmed by competing priorities? It's a common predicament, but one that can be resolved with a shift in mindset. Take a close look at how you tackle these priorities and how much time you spend on tasks that are unproductive and irrelevant. Your calendar provides a snapshot of where your attention is allocated, so reviewing it can be eye-opening. Next up, create a personal success plan. This plan breaks down your yearly, quarterly, and monthly objectives into manageable pieces. Determine your priorities for each objective. This strategic approach ensures that you're not just chasing vague goals, but are actively working toward specific outcomes. The third thing you'll want to start doing is ruthlessly prioritizing. This means learning to say no to tasks that don't contribute to your goals. As a woman, you might find that you're often burdened with irrelevant tasks or expectations that aren't aligned with your objectives. In case you need it, here's your permission to assertively decline such requests and focus on what truly matters to you. Next on our list is the importance of addressing the essentials. While it's crucial to prioritize your goals, not every task can be directly linked to your objectives. Mundane tasks like emails and administrative work still need attention. Allocate specific time blocks for these essential but less glamorous responsibilities. By doing so, you maintain a balance between strategic progress and day-to-day necessities. Finally, remember to reflect and celebrate. This practice involves evaluating your daily tasks. Were they all truly worthy of your attention? Focus on progress rather than perfection, understanding that each step forward brings you closer to your long-term success. Believe in balance. Oprah Winfrey once said that you can have it all, just not all at once. If even Oprah finds it challenging to balance the demands of professional and personal life, where does that leave the rest of us working women? It turns out that effectively negotiating the professional and the personal is the key challenge many women face in the workplace. Let's leave aside the admittedly infuriating question of why women, on the whole, are far more pressured to balance caregiving and domestic responsibilities alongside their careers than men, and talk solutions. There is a secret to achieving optimum work-life balance. It starts with believing that balance is possible. The crux of achieving a harmonious work-life balance is rooted in your mindset. What you believe, you can achieve. Many women desire work-life balance but lack the belief that it's attainable. The first step, therefore, is to cultivate a balanced-oriented mindset, firmly believing that equilibrium is within reach. On to practical steps. Identify your personal priorities and accord them the same significance as your professional ones. These personal priorities are the aspects of your life that rejuvenate and invigorate you, whether it's spending time with family, pursuing a hobby, or simply enjoying moments of solitude for self-reflection. These are the facets that deserve your time and attention. You play many roles, as a professional, a family member, a friend, and more. To thrive, it's imperative to allocate dedicated time to nurture each of these roles. By doing so, you not only preserve your own well-being, but also enhance your capacity to excel in every aspect of your life. There's the need to establish a clear distinction between your work hours and personal time. This involves disconnecting from work-related devices and temporarily muting emails during personal hours. This hard boundary not only enhances productivity, but also motivates you to complete tasks within designated work hours. Use routines as bridges between work mode and home mode, preventing the spillover of stress between the two domains. Think something as simple as changing out of your office clothes when you get home. These routines serve as psychological cues, helping your mind transition seamlessly. Within your non-work hours, it's important to create another vital boundary, the ability to say no to anything that's unnecessary or emotionally draining. This safeguards your personal time and energy, ensuring that your personal priorities remain in focus. Finally, be clear with yourself about what your highest priority is. Life often presents choices, and it's crucial to understand the trade-offs. When push comes to shove, there should be no ambiguity. Your top priority takes precedence. Your authenticity is your strength. Kathleen Hogan is Chief People Officer at Microsoft. She wants people to see her for the capable, experienced, highly successful professional woman she is. So, in 2007, when she was diagnosed with breast cancer, Kathleen kept the devastating news to herself. In the workplace, she wanted to stay Kathleen the executive and not transform into Kathleen who has cancer. She wore a wig throughout chemo and only confided her diagnosis to a few people. But she found the subterfuge exhausting. Kathleen recovered, but in 2018, when she was diagnosed with breast cancer again, she decided to do things differently. She didn't want to over-engineer her outward image. She wanted to be real. When she shared her diagnosis, she was overwhelmed by her colleagues' support. The lesson? There's strength in bringing your whole self to work. Kathleen is now cancer-free. In the workplace, the value you create is the cornerstone of your success, and the more unique your contribution, the more indispensable you become. Having the confidence to bring your full self and experiences to your work is the key to creating significant value. However, there are significant hurdles to overcome, for women and especially for women from minorities. Often they find themselves in environments where they don't see people who share their backgrounds or experiences. This lack of representation can lead to discomfort and the feeling of being compelled to construct a corporate image that doesn't fully embrace their unique stories and perspectives. To counter these challenges, it's crucial not to let feelings of being underrepresented, undereducated, or underconnected dominate your mindset. This involves shedding the remnants of societal programming that suggest women should be seen and not heard, or that men's voices inherently carry more value. Effective communication emerges as a powerful tool in this journey. Learning to convey your thoughts succinctly and persuasively is essential. This not only captures people's attention, but also allows them to see you for who you truly are. Don't undermine your ideas with self-doubt. Use strong and assertive language. Instead of saying, "This might be a dumb question," or "Maybe this idea is silly," communicate with unwavering conviction. In the face of interruptions, it's important to assert yourself politely but firmly. Saying, "Let me finish," when someone talks over you sends a message that your voice deserves to be heard. Align yourself with projects and departments where your competence can shine brightest. Demonstrating your capabilities in these settings is the most potent way to showcase your value. If biases lead others to question your abilities, the best response is to educate them through your actions, proving them wrong with your performance. If your unique value consistently goes unappreciated and unrecognized, it's time to consider a change. Sometimes it's necessary to move on to environments where your worth is fully acknowledged and celebrated. Brand yourself as a strong leader. How you are known and who knows you are two things that will define your professional success. Consider this your invitation to make yourself known as a leader to the people who can place you in that position. Your personal brand is essentially what people think of when they hear your name. So how can you elevate this into a personal leadership brand? Think of it this way. You want to integrate strong leadership qualities into what people already associate with you. Start by identifying the type of leader you aspire to become. Reflect on those leaders who've inspired you and those who haven't. Their examples can clarify what you aim to achieve in your own leadership style. Now let's delve into some fundamental leadership attributes you'll want to consider. First on the list is trustworthiness. Building a foundation of trust through authenticity and transparency is a cornerstone of effective leadership. Next, we have caring. Genuinely caring for your team and guiding them towards success makes you a leader people will want to follow. Thirdly, we talk about the art of listening. Effective leaders listen actively and attentively. This skill is crucial for understanding and meeting your team's needs. Fourth, strong communication is a must. Clear and compelling communication skills are essential for sharing your vision and objectives. Fifth on our list is inspiration. Leaders have a unique ability to inspire, energize, and motivate their teams. Our sixth point is a facilitating innovation. Fostering a creative environment is a mark of forward-thinking leadership. Next, we focus on nurturing potential. Recognizing and encouraging your team members' potential contributes positively to your leadership brand. Lastly, we talk about crisis management. A leader's true mettle shows when crisis strikes. Your ability to guide your team through tough times is crucial. To develop your leadership brand, take a focused approach. Identify which attributes you want to build upon and incorporate them into your personal success plan. If you aim to improve your listening skills, for instance, seek out resources to help you do just that. Share your objectives with trusted colleagues to keep yourself accountable. Remember, building a strong leadership brand is an ongoing journey. Continually work on strengthening these attributes and take time to celebrate your successes along the way.